Hey, how's it going? Kuma here. I'm gonna be talking about Gravity Rush, mainly because a friend suggested that I talk about, or I try and analyze things on the internet or some shit, and I kind of want to do that, but I want to kind of ease my way into doing that. I don't know if I ever will actually do that, but you know, we're getting this for now. So yeah, let's get into it. Gravity Rush, in my opinion, you know, it's my favorite game ever made. You know, it's kind of a heavy title to give something, right? But it really is something I really do love playing. To this day, and when it came out, and I mean, it's for a number of reasons. I mean, characters are like well written, and there's a good amount of them. The music is just fucking boner jams all the time. At least like when it's like kicking in. Let's see. There's a story. Was very interesting for me. It got me really invested into the game. There were there was something else. This is the world, Tokyo Tamare. It's booming. Like there's always or it feels like there's always something going on. Like the world never feels empty, you know. And that's kind of what you want, right? You want to make your player feel immersed, and you want to make your world feel alive. And I think this game did a pretty good job of that. Considering that it was a Vita game, and that's where I played it first and foremost, and then that's kind of where I still play it to this day. Like I have it on my PS4, and the only reason I have any footage is because of the PS4 version. But I mean, I still play it on my Vita. Like I mean, mainly for convenience, because I can just bust it out whenever I want. But you know, like that's just how I kind of prefer the game, actually. Because there's some stuff that you can do on the Vita that you can't really do on the PS4, which I won't get into. That's something, like, if you want to hear more about like the difference between the PS4 and stuff like that, or like what I prefer, like just in more depth, go ahead and let me know in the comments, and I'll probably do that. But yeah, I really did enjoy the story as well. I mean, learning about all this stuff, like learning stuff and asking questions is what really went on. It's like, okay, we found these kids at the bottom of the world. Okay, but who are they? And what the fuck? And then it's like, okay, so the kids that went disappearing when I talk, like the kids that I heard about like a long time ago, like towards the beginning of the game, and now they're coming into play. That's pretty cool. You know, like people that you talk to and that you that give you like dialogue or whatever. A lot of what they say comes into play later, and I really enjoyed that aspect of the game. There's always something for you to do. I mean, well, there's something for you to do as long as you have the gems for it, or you have the time for it, which is like mainly like time attacks, races, which I guess kind of are the same thing as time attacks, and there's all sorts of like other little mini games that you can do, and it's like, it's just extra stuff, as any open world game will have you do extra stuff. Then there's all these precious gems you can collect, and you can put those towards your skill points, and level up your attacks or your falling speed, things like that. it's, you know, it was really nice for me to just be able to do that. And like, you know, I kind of maxed out the speed. Like that was the first thing I did, because I didn't want to be a slowpoke. And then I upgraded the amount of time that it takes to like regenerate the gravity or the shifting, you know, your gravity shifting. It was cool. If I had any complaints about the game, it would be animation. And I understand, because it was, like, I understand from a certain point, because it was like a PS Vita game, first and foremost. But I don't know, I just feel like the animation could have been done maybe a little bit better. I mean, I feel like the most of the animation went towards like the hair and the scarf, and that's not bad, but I mean, come on now. You know, you could add a little bit to something, but how do you make it better? Yeah, get Gravity Rush 2, you put it in your PS4, and just fucking let the beauty melt your eyeballs, okay? It's really good. Like, I love every single change that they made for the second game. Other than story, the story is more like, it's still just as interesting, if not more so, because like there's already so many like unanswered questions, you know. But back to animation real quick. The kicks are already something that was already improved. When you're running, you'll do a lunge kick, and when you're standing, you'll do like these little speed kicks. And in the original, I mean, whether you were running or you were just standing, it was the same start kick. Not that that's bad, but again, like, it's just something, like, I'm a sucker for little details like that. Cat now has a landing animation, like a good one, you know, where she actually either tumbles forward or she tries to get her balance back. She has a running up the stairs and running down the stairs animation, you know, and running up the sideways stairs. As in, like, I don't know if I said this, but in the first one she does not. Like, running in the first one, you had the same stride for every surface. Shifting gravity feels a lot better here. You feel like somehow more floaty or weightless, which kind of makes sense. She tumbles, or not tumbles, but she curls up when she goes in and out of shifting, you know, and that's pretty cool to see. Like, it's just, you know, those extra little things that get you, you know. One of my favorite things, like right now, is the stasis field in this game. I love how they fixed it, because in the first game, if you did stasis field, you got into like a circle or like a fucking bubble, right? And you stayed in the air floating. But here, it's like a pressure wave or something of gravity, and then just like objects float, and you don't have to float. You don't need the dumb bubble around you. Like, it's just you pick shit up and you throw it. That's it. And I like that because it's less annoying. System, or I was targeted system. Kind of want to say like aim assist, but not really. I mean, it's kind of necessary considering that any control movement will fuck up your camera. But I do enjoy it. Like, I appreciate that they fixed that, or they made it better rather. Because I mean, there was nothing much to fix. It was just to make it better. And I appreciate it. You know, like, it's a nice addition. I love that they kept the comic book style or manga style. I don't, whichever one you want to call it. I mean, to me they're kind of the same thing, but I don't want to get into that. Not that I really read either or, but you know, just saying. It's a good like thing that they kept it, like, because I really enjoyed like going through the comic panels and on the Vita and on the PS4. You know, the cutscenes are really well done as well. Not that they were ever bad, like even in the original. I mean, it was really like it looked good for what it was. So I mean, no issues there. No, I got nothing to say on that. I will say that combat has probably been like improved on, like a lot. And again, I can appreciate that, because not that the combat was bad, but I mean, just something new but familiar is nice, you know. And like that's how I feel about the combat, you know. This, I think I was getting into the story earlier, but I didn't really say anything. The story's, you know, decent. Well, it's off to like a pretty good start, rather. I say decent because I don't know anything, but it's off to a pretty good start because I want to know what's going on, you know, and I care about the characters so far. Like even Lisa, who is like the person who owned you, you're like her slave in the beginning. Like they immediately like make you care about her because she also has a soft side and stuff like that, which is nice. Sid's always kind of a douchebag but likable as ever, so no issues there. Kat is likable as always. She's just such a like what are the words I'm looking for? Like, she's just so innocent, you know, like she wants to do what's right. So yeah, I can't really complain about how characters are going or how the story's going so far. Would I recommend this game as it is? No, because I haven't passed it, I haven't beaten it, and I don't know if you need to play the first one to play this one. I would recommend the first one though. If you have not played it, I recommend it. And if you have played the first one, then just pick this one up. I mean, you got nothing to lose. I mean, I enjoyed it, and I'm a huge fan of the first one, and I was kind of scared of the second one for a long time. So yeah, you know, you should just pick it up and check it out. It's the least you can do. But yeah, this one was pretty short. I mean, I didn't want to take up too much of your time on something that probably maybe nobody cares about, and I'm probably the only one that does, or my friend as well. But you know, if you enjoyed and you want to see more like this, go ahead and leave comment and leave a like. If you're new, subscribe. Social media is in the description as always. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I'll just let this music finish playing though. Okay, bye bye.
Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. Nowadays on cruise control. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. And just like that, I'm on a roll. Reese's Puffs, peanut butter chocolate flavor. Reese's Puffs. In the AM, it's the flavor I savor. Peanut butter and chocolate too. You know how I do, that's what I wake up to. My Reese's Puffs inspired this rhyme. And peanut butter chocolate combination's on time.